Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the Bart Simpson Prince of Pranks comic issue number 25. The first story of this comic, guys, is called Matt Groening Presents the Underachieving Bart Simpson, Comics Fan No More. So here we have basically a comic book convention, and I'm sure you guys watch YouTube videos of people going to comic book conventions, and you guys know how chaotic it could be. So comic book guy recruits Bart Simpson to help him out by promising him a comic book. And of course, Bart's doing all the work while comic book guy just stuffs his face and goes to the bathroom pretty much. Then of course, one of the people that work at the convention is asking for the booth rent, and Bart doesn't have it, so the guy takes Bart's comic book. So Bart is upset, like, damn it, that's what I'm working for. Before he could get a hold of comic book guy, they open up the comic convention, so Bart's being bombarded by all these comic book nerds. And finally, comic book guy comes out of the bathroom, and Bart's trying to explain to him, but you know, comic book guy has artifacts to be signed. He has comic book to find. He has, you know, he's pretty much just enjoying the day of the con and leaving Bart to do all the work for him. And again, Bart's trying to get his attention, but again, the comic book guy cannot be bothered. He strips down and he dresses up into one of his comic book characters, and he's going to go on a parade. And Bart tackles him down and tells him, hey, listen, you need to pay the rent, because if you don't pay the rent, they're not going to give me back my comic book. They took the comic book as payment. And comic book guy kind of let it out, saying, the joke is on them. That comic book is worth $2. And Bart's like, what? I'm only working for $2? And Bart gets mad, takes away the megaphone from comic book guy, and announces to the convention that everything at their booth is free. All the kids come bombarding the Android's Dungeons booth and destroy everything. And comic book guy learns his lesson. Kind of. Maybe. A little? Who knows? But it was a great story. I hope you guys enjoy it. And without further ado, let's start it. The Underachieving Bart Simpson in Comics Fan No More.
I am a comic fan no more, since working for you at this convention makes me a pro. Right, comic book guy? Right?
Harley Simpson and Wills, you are in my employ. You will address me not as comic book guy, but as number one, in honor of the fine service record of Jonathan Frakes.
How does calling you number one honor some old Star Trek actor?
Tis tis, as millionaire Bruce Wayne said of the Riddler's young henchwoman Molly, as portrayed by Jill St. John in the first two-part episode of the Batman TV series. Poor, deluded child. You will never understand fandom, Simpson, until you memorize the Prime Directive. We must ever live through the accomplishments of others.
I guess.
Now, unload our 4-color fry whilst I seek out a much-needed breakfast burrito.
You want me to look all of that by myself?
Only if you truly want your agreed-upon wage. This fair condition copy of Radioactive Man salutes the bicentennial.
I do!
Then prove yourself worthy whilst I recharge my power battery.
Yeah, man.
And
Talk about living through the accomplishments of others.
soon. Acceptable work, Simpson. Now set up my booth according to this floor plan, which I painstakingly modeled after Green Arrow's Arrow Cave.
By myself?
I will be occupied in the men's room, for I have got to boldly go. Presently, hey kid, where's your number one?
I think he's doing the number two.
Well, I'm here for his booth rent. He can't sell here if he doesn't pay the con. That's the 27th rule of acquisition.
I don't know nothing. Talk to comic book guy.
Why don't I just take it and trade? Yoink.
Hey, that's my comic book.
I don't know nothing. Talk to comic book guy. Snicker.
I'm gonna do just that. Right this very minute.
Attention! Attention! The convention is now open for business. Yay! Ay caramba.
Don't you have next month's comics?
Will you buy this Futurama comic my cat peed on?
Look at my portfolio, because you have to.
One at a time, people.
Is this the line for Adam West?
Can I get a sketch of Supergirl in a bikini?
One at a time. Where have you been?
Engrossed in this manga version of Gasoline Alley, Till would have been a classic, but the hideous inking of Mark Waid.
Well, they came for the booth rent, but
Tut tut, you're putting me behind schedule. I must get these prize figurines autographed by none other than the beautiful Miss Barbie Beck, who played Antarctica in episode 52 of Space Ranch.
Who's that alive?
Dope!
Bart, hey Mantua, my hand. Will you buy my hand?
2 hours later.
comic book guy, you're back.
What do I answer to?
Number 1, look, I gotta tell you, this nerd came for the rent.
Not now, Simpson. The costume parade approaches. I must strip down to my disguise.
Strip down? This can't be good.
And now the world must make way for
the blonde chowder and his mega sonic megaphone.
What? Stop! Before you go anywhere, you're going to listen to me.
Suddenly I am immobilized.
When you weren't here with the rent, the staff nerd took my Radioactive Man Salutes the Bicentennial.
Ha! The joke is on him. That was a third printing worth a mere $2.
What?
Uh-oh.
You had me doing your work all day for a $2 comic book?
Ack. I can explain. It was a Pocket Universe version of me, a robot. I was mind wiped.
Give me that bullhorn.
What are you going to do?
Free comic books. Get your free comic books over here.
No! Put down the Megasonic megaphone, you fool. You don't know the extent of its power.
Yep, everything's free at the android's dungeon. Step right up.
Arr, for the love of Iron Man. No. And soon, Simpson, you have ruined me, but perhaps in some small way, I deserved it. I betrayed a young boy's trust. I have behaved no less shamefully than Dr. Octopus himself. Although the convention runs another day, I suppose you will resign your post tonight and be my employee no more.
What? And give up the comic biz?
The end.